What's up, Peace?
No, you can trade over me. Naya, you trying to be my beautician and all that? I don't know what you got going on, but hello, can someone give Naya some tips? Look at my hair, it look crazy. I've been in the mirror all day long trying to figure it out, and Naya is no help. Do you see me? I look a hot mess. Oh, I can't wait to my hair appointment. All right, Naya, I'm taking up all your time, but I'll be back later. No, you can trade over me. Peace and respect to neighbor. We far from haters. Peace and respect to neighbors. We far from haters. Elevate, elevate, don't dim your light. Elevate, elevate, don't dim your light. I'm just a puppet, but I don't respect my neighbor. Respect your neighbor. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. No, the chain don't be high to the genuine ones. Hi. We all don't send spell word, but I talk to y'all later. Later.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. To the genuine ones with no intentions, I truly hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone.
No, it's the trade, don't be god darn it. My content is okay. God darn it.
My content is everybody. And that's okay. To the genuine ones with no intentions, healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. And I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself because someone didn't see potential within you. Never give up on yourself because someone has insecurity problems. Someone has jealousy or envy and they projecting on you. They gotta play with spoken and toxic way, talking about they fall from jealous, but they was playing with beauty magic, trying to project you to be mentally unstable, all because hold on one second, you caught the enemy right-handed, blowing the devil when they try to test your game. So that is just different than have hating your thing. You knew how to elevate. Hold on one second, wasn't seeking revenge besides telling the truth.
Here's the trade, though you wasn't ready for your past, because we all not the same.
When you truly fall from a hater. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community.
No, it's the trade, don't be goddammit. My content is okay.
It's not. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everybody. Today's currently October 4th, 2025. Gang stalking is real until it's your household and you're not doing it for likes, if it's a clout chasing or fame. Someone will project on you regardless of their tags bracket. They be like, nah, I'm not jealous of you. I don't got envy within me. I don't even look at you like that. But when someone got to take time to have a strategy to try to blow your mind to make you feel like, hold on one second, you're supposed to be shortchanged when it comes to your mental health, because they digging up spell, hold on one second. God actually works. Even when your back is against the wall, that's what they want you to be that day. But then had to pretend to be authentic. They would never understand you wasn't trying to catch a case. Being authentic. It wasn't running from your past, taking accountability for your actions. Hold on one second. That ain't just different when it comes to growth. You know how folks got to create a hate train, try to dim your light because they don't understand their own pain. They see you being your authentic self, pouring into yourself even when they project the spell towards you.
No, it's a trade on me.
We live in a spiritual world, but there's a trait on me. You ever had a mofo at the end of the day, a chick or a dude, give you the evil eye?
No, that's a trade on me because that was a goddamn lie.
You ever had a chick or a dude send you spell word and they start laughing when they see you? No, it's the trade over me. Ma'am, sir, I'm thankful to know that you're comfortable in your own skin. It's kind of fun at the end that you could pour into yourself and start pretending how someone makes you feel so insecure. Hold on one second, you had to seek revenge. Or because someone understood a concept you can't relate to, unconditional love. Hold on one second, I never looked at my neighbor like competition.
No, it's the trade though, we are all not the same.
You know how when you got potential and you was never someone's issue, but they really need a tissue when it come to elevation? Hold on one second, they need to understand. I love myself not to dim my light. Those pieces hits different. Practical thinking at the end of the day, I may not be moving these pieces properly, but I understood God's work is different. When God showed me a thing that I didn't have to pretend to be authentic. When you being God and blindsided, they would never understand how you was catching that faith, that hold on one second, that light is different when you was fall from a hater, didn't have to pretend, neighbor.
No, it's the trade of you. Always be yourself, but no molestation.
My conscience, everybody. A person be like, I ain't jealous of you. But you got that I ain't got. I got boobies, I got this, I got something between my legs, it's bigger than yours, all types of weird shit. PG, it ain't for the kids right now. But the trade over me. Someone said they got more money than you, or whatever the case may be. I could get any girl or dude I want at the end of the day. But they would sit there with a group of people and just send you there. Oh, so you gotta play with spell work. It gotta take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, over 20 goddamn people. It's the strength of me to go up against one goddamn person being authentic. But then you say, I make more money than that bum BITC. So why you energy harvest, you weak bitch? No, the strength over me. A motherfucker will curse you out so fucking bad when it comes to your goddamn vocabulary. I love myself and I ain't damn my life. So you mean to tell me you motherfuckers had to sit up with a group of people at the end of the day? That group text message, the email, hacking someone devices and projecting all this spell work and shit? Only to us to hold on 1 second. You say you ain't got insecurity? You said you not a hater? Cause a real person today, we ain't putting our energy into no bullshit like that. Elevate, boo, elevate. I see you, I see you, I see you. No, the drink don't me. You know how that first day of school, how a mother's so proud, but they teary-eyed at the end of the day? But they hope their baby had a good day. You better not touch my goddamn baby. You better not touch my goddamn baby. No, for real. Motherfuckers have that same mindset. Regardless of how old your goddamn child is, they don't mean no disrespect. From a toddler to their big grown adult sized body. No other trait of me. You know, because folks was those spoiled in a toxic way. You brought a gift into this world was truly a miracle. You almost wasn't able to carry that baby. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. You wasn't pretending. When you actually asked their neighbor at the end of the day to pray for my baby, or because that day they was sick and you couldn't understand your mental health, you wasn't seeking revenge from the devil alone or any besides speaking up for yourself. You know, speaking to God, that flow is different. They said God not real, but that testimony is different. You overcame so many obstacles, you almost lost you. You know how you felt when you was in the ER when over folks was overlooking you. You know how it feels to have that last meal when folks disrespected you all on 1 second. You was truly keeping it real. Imagine pouring into the wrong cup only for us to hold on 1 second. I wasn't shortchanging myself with the skill that God endowed me. That was my self-love. No, ever trade off of me. You know, my constant, everybody. But let me get back to this, because, we live in a spiritual world. If you want to get technical, it don't matter about someone's culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age. No, for real. Yo, did you see them go to the store? Make sure they card decline. I'm about to send you these little things to your phone or whatever the case may be. Matter of fact, I know somebody that works in this department. I know someone who hacks devices. So we going to steal from them or we going to hack their phones. We going to play with their phone calls. You mentally disturbed, bitch. What the fuck? Who got time for that bullshit? No, the trade told me that's too much motherfucking work when you can pour into your fucking self. No, hello. I never understood that bullshit today. How you sleeping with a whole man or woman and they participate in your shenanigans? I would look at my significant other say, you mentally disturbed. No, it's a trade on me. What the fuck wrong with you? Why you so fixated on this motherfucker at the end of the day? Let them fucking live. They ain't bothering you. They mind they business like the next person today. They play their music when they want to. They go on their phone when they want to, just like you. They come and go the day. They ain't hurting you. They ain't kicking you. They ain't doing shit. If the trade on me, you probably hit a couple of BITCs a couple of times. Fuck you. If the trade on me. But they ain't hurting nobody. It don't matter about your coaches when you know how to respect your neighbor, being in your own environment at the end of the day. How folks say that you not welcome in their community, but hold on 1 second. We was on the same page when God made allow you to see why you overcame mistakes. Taking accountability for your actions, you wasn't running from yourself. The ain't just different when it comes to your conscious motivation. People pick and choose who they want to bully. So much excuse because you understood your life. The end date was far from pretending, being authentic. You know, when you be original, you got folks putting you competition when you was never competing because God was known for selling when he was truly woke. Hold on one second. How folks try to discourage you to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. Energy harvest all of your energy. They had to pretend at the end of the day when it came to hate train, they ain't like you for the only person who was the end of the day, but they couldn't speak up for themselves when it came to their pain. You know, speaking with their chest, they was talking with their ass because they fell fat on at the end of the day. All because of, hold on one second, they didn't even know you.
No, it's a trick of me. It be like that sometimes.
You know, you could come and pass them with someone. You could even air hustle and shit. But you still don't know somebody. Because if you took the time and day to actually get to know someone at the end of the day, you'd be like, hold on one second. Not only do we have something in common, but she wasn't trying to hurt me that day.
No, it's a trick of me. My cousin about this. Okay.
You know, entertainment purposes only. You know, today is currently October 4th, 2025.
No, it a trick of me. It's currently
10:35 p.m.
No, it's a trick of me.
You ever had that one Pacific family member, aunt, cousin? You put a name in your book.
You know, like that uncle that just got their first apartment. Yay!
No, the trick don't mean. You know how you got that one family member that be everywhere else but their own house because you trying to figure out when you gonna get your life together?
No, it's a trick though. They on everybody's couch, everybody pillow posting they but they own.
And they finally got their own crib. You know you've been so excited to know at the end of the day. I could finally throw that old ass couch.
No, it's a trick of me. I ain't gotta worry about you coming over here no more. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get you your own. That's how happy I feel.
No, the trade don't mean. You know you got that one Pacific family member, whatever the case may be. They call you up on the phone. Yo, Naze, I got something to tell you.
What's going on in the street of me? Hey.
You know that last thing I had a situation or whatever the case may be. I spoke to the caseworker or whatever the case may be. Matter of fact, I got a little couple of dollars.
Matter of fact, I got my own crib.
And because I got a little couple of dollars, I'm doing a housewarming. You ever put the phone on mute?
God is good. God is good. Thank you. God don't give up on me. Yes, I pray for my family in a prayer camp through. Hello.
What you say now? Detail. I need some details.
No, it's a trick of me. You said what?
When is the housewarming? Matter of fact, what you need?
That's a trick of me. You know, I can run a 99-cent store, the discount store. What you need? What you need? What you need?
They like, you ain't gotta bring nothing. Just bring what makes you feel warm in the heart. Say less. See you there. You know that one family member that can't cook?
It's the trade on me, but they try A for effort. You gotta give it to them.
Them overly watery ass mashed potatoes.
Who you was giving that to? It's the trade on me. You know, when you got family members that know how to cook,
you could have waited. You wasted food for no reason.
No, it's the trade on me.
I may eat it.
I bet you are. It's to your liking at the end of the day, dumbass. We don't want this shit.
It's a trade on me. How you mess up corn in a can? That's like putting bread in a toaster and pretending that you forgot to put it on. But it's overly burning. When you got a timer on there. It's a trick over me. How you forget to cook the chicken, but got all this goddamn sauce on the meat? You ever had someone give you false advertisement when it came to food? They made barbecue chicken, let alone meatloaf. Woo! You ever realize someone put the food in the oven after they done put the sauce on it and it looked like it's cooked on the outside, but it was far from done because they was truly pretending when they thought they knew what they was doing?
No, Evan, shake on me.
I watch cooking classes on TV. You know, I don't know what channel you tuned into, but they didn't give you the proper directions when it comes to following directions.
Your ass gonna be in the hospital, stupid, and the trade over me.
You ever had to tell a family member how much you love them and you didn't want to lose them?
No, it's It's the strength of me. I'm happy you got your crib. I swear, I'm so happy for you.
But please don't mess with this moment. Please don't mess with the moment. You just got the crib, you fool. Don't lose yourself in the process. It's the trending thought for me. How you doing that? Like, hello, make it make sense today. Nobody answers the phone when I call to find out how long I was supposed to keep it in the oven.
It's the strength of me. Ah!
Entertainment purposes only. Today is currently October 4th. Entertainment on me. You ever had that one entertainment purposes only? This a little bit radar. Entertainment on me. This is for the smokers. You ever had that one Pacific cousin or whatever the case may be, and they had their little last little few dollars, and they wanted to go to the special person?
No, it's the strength of me. You don't buy just everything from every goddamn body.
You don't. You know, it's one thing when someone try to trick you and play with spell work and psych out your mental health and all of that or whatever the case may be. But when the price is too good to be true, it's like, you mean to tell me $10 for 3.5?
Lord, man, what the fuck you got going on?
No, the trade of me. That sounded like a headache, and I'm just saying. You had a cousin that called you up. Come over.
No, it's not in the spirit of the moment today. I don't think so.
Let me know how you feel after the fact, if it's good quality or not. I may have to have a new friend or two.
It's the strength of me. I might use that connect in the future.
Only realize this fool call you back or whatever the case may be. And before you answer the phone, let's pray.
It's the strength of me.
You ever been so patient with somebody at the end of the day and told they stupid ass don't do something without doing something or whatever the case may be, but they fall through it anyway? They on the phone with you. I can barely breathe. I wasn't expecting to go get funeral arrangements, things, when it comes to attire. It's a train of thought for me. When you're already on the phone with the whole entire family to let them know what's going on,
because somebody on the way to ER looking stupid.
It's a train of me. And we supposed to run behind your dumb ass too? Oh, no. First of all, you wanted to be cheap when it comes to quality or whatever the case may be. And, not everybody's your buddy.
It's a train of thought for me. I didn't sign up for this bullshit.
You know when you love your family members in the day?
Say no to drugs. It's a train of thought for me.
You know, when you come across that family member that used to be on certain, narcotics, everybody like, you so bougie now, you don't pick up a drink now, you decide not to smoke, you ain't doing this no more, you done changed your life. I'm far from bougie. I'm just saying at the end of the day, just be safe when you decide to take any narcotics into the day. And don't allow nobody to manipulate you, because people do that. A person will come into your life and play you close and acting like, I'm supporting you. I see you. I respect you. I got a little couple of dollars for you.
No, it's a strength on me. Yeah.
When you know, It's a strength on me. How someone will walk into your life, project spell work, manipulate you, blackmail you against you, or even try to psych at your own conscience. When you're buying substances, regardless if it's out of a store or not, be mindful and wise what you're buying. And I say that respectfully. It doesn't matter who you know, how long you knew them at the end of the day, because someone could truly walk into your life and try to shortchange you in your life, even project spell work towards you, or even have individuals in different tax brackets in the day projecting spell work towards you, or even try to make money off you, or even try to rob you mentally, spiritually, or financially, or even energy harvest off your energy. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully, and that's okay. I'm far from a hater.
No, it's a trade though for me.
I am not a sex worker, and I do not do drugs. Regardless to what man and woman is throwing in my life right now, I would never hurt myself. I never gave no man or woman permission to use my personal information or my voice or my pictures for their personal use, to make money off me or to bring harm towards me. And I say that respectfully. You know, when God reveals the devil, love, and the enemy, regardless to how old, young they are, I wasn't trying to shortchange myself when I was speaking up for myself. Our tax bracket didn't have the same, but I was far from pretending being authentic. How folks would try to shortchange your mental because you understand that, hold on 1 second, God was so establishing you for all the right reason when it comes to boundaries. That energy is different. You know that walk of life, that testimony is different. I love myself not to dim my light. Yeah, it's going to bother certain folks' mental health. They say get your life together, but when you too woke at the end, they makes them uncomfortable. Got them shaking in their boots. They gotta tear you down, destroy you. When it come to your character, you far trying to wild out. How they would hack your devices, emails, accounts. Hold on 1 second. That lady at that register when it came to the cash machine didn't matter. Hold on 1 second. It was the grocery store, the check cash in place, the bank teller at the end day, the phone who was pretending. Only rest the hold on 1 second. They was trying to rob you this whole entire time because folks was trying to paint you out to be the villain in their story, or because they wanted to shortchange your mental health and paint you out to be crazy when you spoke up for yourself when you was far from pretending. You know, this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking. You don't have to know somebody or not. You can come in crossing with somebody regardless they your next door neighbor or not. And it didn't matter their tax bracket. How folks will plot to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, energy, harvest off your energy. They will even control your phone calls at the end of the day. They will use certain devices to control the narrative and paint you out to be mentally unstable. I was hearing at the end of the day that gang stalking is not real. And gang stalking will be projected on somebody and will be paint them out to be mentally unstable. Until you actually can walk through someone's shoes, you can't tell somebody what they experienced and what they endured that day. And I say that respectfully because individuals will try to blackmail an innocent person, and you would never understand when that person speaking up for themselves. They wasn't trying to cause no drama. They was far from disrespectful when someone took their kindness or weakness. How folks try to distract you all because you know how to communicate the goal within being authentic. No, if the trade don't be goddamn it, my customer is okay. It was more so lights out. That's how the devil was testing you. But hold on 1 second, that conscience is different when God was showing you motivation. I got the G-O-D within me. Only made at the end of the day, far to pretend. Only made. I was far from pretending. You know when you get lost in your words, the devil will try to stop you. Those spoken in a toxic way. Even try to mess up your vocals. All because, hold on 1 second, you understood elevation. The energy is different. Motivation. They say get your life together, and as soon as you do, you making them feel uncomfortable, all because you chose you. I was far from a hater, didn't matter my neighbor's tax bracket. If it was a dude or a chick, I was never in competition because I was far from a hater. At the end of the day, I was never on nobody's winning team besides God. Because when the right people walk into your life at the end of the day, respect's a two-way street. I ain't gotta disrespect my neighbor. I know how to speak up for myself. I am my biggest cheerleader. I say I walk these streets alone. And I say that respectfully. I didn't have to pretend. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. I'm healing from a hate crime that was done to me. And one thing I don't have to do is lie. You know, individuals that say, I'm not jealous, I'm not a hater, if you gotta sit there and invade someone's privacy or project beauty spells towards somebody, something is mentally wrong with you. That's what you was projecting on that innocent person. Any man or woman that has to project beauty spells towards a man or a woman, there's something mentally wrong with you. It's a train of thought for me. And especially when you say you're not a hater. If you gotta go through that extreme at the end of the day to cast beauty spells towards somebody, or to even cast a spell towards somebody to rob them mentally, spiritually, or financially at the end of the day, or because you don't like the fact that they know how to be authentic and elevate, and you say something that's wrong with you. One thing I don't do is run from my past. We may not pray the same, but I was far from a hater. I don't need no man or woman telling me what I did that day. I know how to repeat whatever I did, regardless to what man or woman tried to blackmail me. And I say that respectfully. You know, gang stalking is real. It don't matter if someone works in the HRA department. It don't matter if someone is an actor, a rapper, a doctor, a teacher. You just your neighbor. Someone would try to bring harm towards you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. No mother or father or loved one should lose a child or a family member due to jealousy, envy, or hate, or insecurity, because it's being projected on A mother and father that brought a gift into this world. It didn't matter if that mother and father was in the same household or not. And I said that respectfully. It didn't matter if they came from poverty or pain. If somebody is not for you, it's no reason why you got to gather a hate train. It's no reason to send someone an evil eye. There's no need to send someone spellwork, all because you got lack of self-control. It became your norm. And when something becomes your norm, you don't even see that you're actually doing it until you realize, hold on 1 second. Certain folks start questioning you, looking at you real uncomfortable in your own shoes. That hold on 1 second. You mean to tell me that you was jealous this whole entire time? You had insecurities within you, and you mean, hold on 1 second, you was the devil the whole entire time? All because it affected the innocent person was being authentic. They were speaking up for themselves that bothered your mental health. How this type of stuff actually happens. Because you know it takes a village to raise a child, regardless to their shoe size, let alone their body weight. And I say that respectfully. You know, regardless if you're a grandfather, a grandmother, a mother, a father, a aunt, or uncle, or cousin, you put a name in your book. Respect's a two-way street. No mother or father or grandparent or loved one should get a phone call because someone projected spore towards their grandchild, their child, regardless to how old that baby is. That's your baby. And your baby is not the type to play with spore. They don't energy harvest other people's energy. They actually respect their neighbor. They're not like you. Because some people think they like to dibble and dabble with spellwork and magic, voodoo, witchcraft, or whatever the case may be in a toxic way. Because not everybody use their gifts for all good. It's individuals that use their gifts and abuse their gifts to bring harm towards the next person. I don't play with spellwork, I don't play with magic, and I don't play with that other stuff either. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. But I do pray for my neighbor, not against my neighbor. And I'm far from a hater regards to your tax bracket, and regards to if you had a gang with a group of people to go up against me or send me evil eye, or regards to if you had me shadow banned right now. I never signed up for someone's one-sided contract, and I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully, regards to what man that threatened my life, or regards to what woman threatened my life, let alone child. Because nowadays it's children threatening adults. It's a train of thought for me. My content is not for everyone. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and I'm still healing from a hate crime. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself, but no misintentions. No mother or father, regardless if they came from a single family household or not, should never have their child stripped away from them because someone's lack of self-control, or because someone can't conceive a kid, or because someone wants to humiliate you, or someone wants to hold something over your head. When you're a good fit parent, regardless of the trauma that was endured with you from a youth, you knew how to protect that baby, you knew how to love that baby, you knew how to respect that baby. And you are worthy of your child, good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day, to know that they're safe, they was well fed, they was well kept, and at the end of the day, they under the right roof with the right parent. My content is not for everyone. It's not. There's parents out there, regardless if they in a single family household or not, or regardless if your child was stripped from you, and I don't mean no disrespect, but there's mothers and fathers that actually love their children, that respect their children. They don't do it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. They don't project spellwork or energy harvest or use spellwork in a toxic way towards their neighbors or to children. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I'm far from a hate and I'm far from a copycat. I would never hurt myself regardless of who's threatening my life, who's trying to rob me mentally, spiritually, financially, or energy harvest off my energy, or project a hate crime towards me, or who's willing to blackmail me against me, or who's willing to use my documentation to blackmail me against me at the end of the day. And I never gave nobody permission to use my documentation to blackmail me, to try to pay me out to be somebody I'm truly not, try to get me locked up or put me in a sideboard because I'm speaking up for myself, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. Regardless to who sent me spell work, regardless to who's trying to bring harm towards me, or who's trying to plot a scene at the end of the day to try to take pictures and pay me out to be someone I'm truly not at the end of the day, I am not a sex addict. I'm not a sex worker, and I'm not a I'm not an addict, and I'm not a sex worker. It's a train of thought for me. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And I do not worship the devil. I worship the good God with no intentions. We all don't pray the same. God was known for likes and music, cloud chasing, or fame. I'm far from a hater. Always be authentic, and I say that respectfully. Always be authentic.
Hi everybody, I'm Peace. Hi, it's Saturday. Entertain don't be hi everybody. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. You miss me? Hi everybody. Hold on, Naya. Can we do our song?
You got the rest of the time now.
All right, it's my time. All right, listen. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh yeah, just because moments. Yeah, you are beautiful. You are handsome. Don't dim your light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on 1 second. 7 days out the week, so they say. Don't dim your light. Don't dim your light, neighbor. I got G-O-D in my life. I'm just trying to elevate. I'm just a puppet. Far from a hater. Don't dim your light. My soul wasn't for sale. Hey, neighbor. And the chain on me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Stop sitting high and spelling. What's wrong with you fools? You know, I gotta be able to get up on here too. So if I can't have Naya by my side, then what I'm gonna do is the chain on me. I need Naya by my side. She's a good friend, a family member, and she is loved by all the right people that's truly for her. No, for real, leave her the heck alone. It's the chain on me. They trying to test your gangster. Devil, you a lie. They trying to test your gangster. God wasn't for sale. Keeping it real. It's a chain of thought for me. I'm just a puppet. What do I know? I get lost in my words too. But I wasn't trying to stroke my ego. But I understood boundaries. I understood discipline. I know how to respect my neighbor even when he was pretending. Checkmate. Always be yourself. Folks be trying to humble you all because you choose you. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Far from a hater, neighbor. Hi to the genuine ones. Yeah, I may not make sense, but I'm just a puppet, and I'm just living my best life, minding my business. Hi to the genuine ones. Only be safe. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Listen. So I was in the mirror all day since this morning, right? I'm trying to find a good beautician. And Naya, hello?
You back at this again?
Anyway, you see my hair, y'all? Like, can someone help a sister out? Hello? I know I'm just a puppet, but make it make sense. Hello? Help! Peace and respect your neighbor. I'll be looking in the comment section later. Gotta go!
I'm Naya, Genio Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. It's currently October 4th, 2025, and it's currently 10:57 p.m. You know, gang stalking is real. You don't have to know your next door neighbor for them to try to bring you harm or watch your every move. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, regardless to what neighbor it is. I do not live in fear. You know, when it comes to gang stalking, individuals will control your phone calls. They will act like they had conversations with you when folks try to enter your life, or as individuals want to know who you are, whatever the case may be. How folks will try to control your emails, your accounts, and try to blackmail you against you. I would never hurt myself, and I do not live in fear. Gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. You know, when someone will project their insecurities on you, they will send you spell work, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, or they will even try to project spell work towards you. I never knew it was a crime to go outside, and didn't matter what time of the day it was in the day. How folks would paint you out to be an addict or a sex worker when you never was. Or they will paint sceneries at the end of the day to try to blackmail you or humiliate you at the end of the day. Always be yourself. Everybody's pain does not look the same, regardless if it's physical, mentally, or emotionally at the end of the day. Respect's a two-way street. Didn't matter about your age, your culture, your religion, or your sexual orientation. Respect's a two-way street. I would never hurt myself, regardless to what woman or man is threatening my life, and regardless to who's controlling who and who can't see my content. or who has me shadow banned, or who's willing to bring harm towards me, or rob me mentally, spiritually, financially, or continue to project spell work towards me. I do not live in fear, and I'm still healing from a hate crime that was recently just done to me. And I say that respectfully. And one thing I ain't gotta do, I don't gotta live in fear because God done put that in my bloodline. I say that respectfully. Meaning we ain't got the same blood type, but I ain't have to pretend to respect my neighbor, even when he sends spell work towards me. I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully. When God sends the right people into your life, respect's a two-way street. They see you, they hear you, they respect you with no malicious intentions. Good day, bad day, or a misunderstanding day. He was far from a hater. They didn't have to pretend to be authentic. Because when they truly not for you, they know how to walk away. It wasn't an excuse at the end of the day. Why they gonna hold they so back when it comes to their own future? They know how to let go and keep it pushing. It was not more so having you not in existence. But hold on one second. Certain folks expire when it come to being in your life. Only was hold on one second, God was treating you right. Because when the right people see you, they was far from haters. They didn't have to play with spoke even days when you couldn't see, when you was far from pretending. It's just different. How folks act in their body when they have to choose sides, regardless they came from poverty and pain. Hold on one second. The devil told so many lies, but you wasn't running from your past when it come to being comfortable in your skin. The ain't just different when it comes to growth. The right people not seeing you the evil lie. Long person spell work towards you, or energy harvesting off your energy. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I never gave nobody permission to invade my privacy. I never gave nobody permission to use my personal information as their personal use. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Individuals will rob you and try to blackmail you against you. One thing I don't do is run from my past. And I say that respectfully. I can repeat whatever I did that day, and I take accountability for my actions. We are all not the same. Respect's a two-way street. My content is not for everyone. Always be yourself and no intentions. I'm far from a hater. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself.
No, you're the truth of me. I gotta go.
Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's going to bother someone's mental health because you understand, hold on one second, growth is different, maturing. Folks that you ain't got potential, but hold on one second, you was never their issue. They watching your every move, only was hold on one second, they taking notes. They trying to outdo you better than you, but being authentic always lie within you. When the devil try to test you, try to shortchange you when it come to your life, but God shows you your reflection. When God shows you your light, when it come to your faith, it wasn't competition, healing, trauma, and pain. From a child point of view, going into your adulthood, was never in competition with your neighbor because they can't walk in your shoes. Hold on one second to understand your growth. When it comes to maturing, outgrowing the old, wasn't running from your past, now take accounting for your actions. The hand is different when folks didn't see your worth. But God's in the right people into your life that truly respect you. How folks are being so inspired by you, but won't put respect on your name because it's you. But never give up on yourself because the right people see you, hear you, respect you, and they don't got to dig up your past at the end of the day to pay this person, pay that person, to try to do humility and rituals, or to pay people to project spell work on you, or to create a hate train towards you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. We all ain't the same, and I say that respectfully. Overcoming pain. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. It's not a crime being authentic. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. Regardless to what man or woman is or child is trying to take credit for my creativity, I work alone, and I always have since day one. And I never gave nobody permission to use my creativity as their own. And I say that respectfully. Regardless if you have me shadow banned or not, I would never hurt myself. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I'm far from a hater. Always be yourself. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater. What about you? Stop the violence in the community.
No, you're the truth of me. Always be yourself with no malicious. I'm far from a hater, neighbor.
My soul was never for sale, but I don't know how to respect my neighbor. Didn't matter your tax bracket, and I said it respectfully, but your bad habits, stay in your lane. And I said it respectfully, with your pain. Especially when someone's not for you. Everybody's not the same. It's individuals that dealt with trauma and pain, but they didn't have to gather up on a hate train. They didn't have to gather up and play with spell work, energy harvest or someone's energy, or let alone hack the device, gang stalk them, or project spell work or energy harvest on someone's energy. We are all not the same. And I say that respectfully. Peace and respect to the neighbor. Stop the munch. You made it on them. You're like, go, neighbor, on them. You're like, I gotta go. I would never hurt myself regardless to what man or woman is trying to bring harm towards me or trying to spiritually or physically rob me or energy harvest off my energy or project sport towards me or project a hate crime towards me or trying to make me homeless or trying to destiny swipe with me. You can't destiny swipe with a child of God, especially real chosen one. Where the trade don't be allowed. Always be yourself. I would never hurt myself when I say it respectfully. I'm far from a hater. Today is currently October 4th, 2025, and it's currently 11:04 p.m. I'm far from a hater. I'm not agent of respect, and my content is not for everyone. Thank you for your time.